Hey guys, welcome to the Grifford Show for today's big movie review with me, Evan, and Josh. What are we looking at today?
So today we are looking at Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, and it stars Karen Gillan, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, Nick Jonas, and everyone's favourite souped up beefcake, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And it follows 4 teenagers who find an old video game, and upon choosing their characters, they are sucked into this dangerous jungle world of Jumanji, and the only way they can get out and return to the real world is by completing the game. So, Evan, what were your initial thoughts of the film? What did you think of it?
Initially, as a fan of the original, I was a bit, worried because it's a remake sequel to the original, and they sort of tried to give it away as a tribute to Robin Williams, which makes sense. And I have to admit, given what I thought of it originally being poor with the actors, which are mainly comedies, you think the original Jumanji was a little bit creepy as well as a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've managed to pull it off quite well, and I'm quite impressed with how they brought it more up to date with today with the whole video game idea.
Yeah. I love that because obviously with the old one it was a board game because it was that kind of era, but now with a 2017 setting, I'm assuming it's 2017 in the film. They kind of update it with a video game because that's what kids nowadays. I say kids nowadays, but that's what people are into. Who plays board games anymore? Monopoly has caused so many arguments in my household, so we just avoid board games whatsoever. So flipping the script and making it a video game was definitely a good way to evolve the franchise, and I was definitely all for it.
Yeah, I think going with the video game theme, there was obviously a lot of controversy with Karen Gillan's outfit.
Oh yeah.
And you've got to think about the fact that it starts off based in 1996.
Yeah.
Which back in those days, video games, women would be, look at Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Karen Gillan's outfit is clearly inspired by it.
Yeah, well, you say back in those days, even now, games are just so sexualised that you can't even play, you can't play any game without them making the, token female character have massive breasts. So, look at Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, even Lara Croft, the remake stuff, they've kind of toned that down a little bit, but like you said, the original was very much kind of look how sexy this woman is. So they explain the reason for that in the film in a very very funny way, as well as they explain a lot of the classic video game tropes that are common in games nowadays as well. So the ones I took away from it was was the small backpack can carry endless amounts of items.
Yeah.
So were there any other video game things you noticed?
There was the life system, which I have to admit started off, it was a good idea. Give them 3 lives, and then on the last life they're not entirely sure whether that means they die or not. However, they didn't really use it to full effect. They sort of brought in this threat that if they lose their last life, that could be it. But they don't really initiate it, if you know what I mean. Like there's a moment where it's close, but they just sort of rectify it straight away.
So, other than all of these video game kind of references and stuff like that, what did you think of the the casting and more specifically the characters?
The casting of it, I have to admit, was I think it was great. Like the whole body swap idea worked out really well with them.
I thought like them, especially Jack Black and Dwayne Johnson playing against type.
Yeah.
Because Dwayne Johnson's very much the huge, muscly guy that beats the crap out of people. So having him play a nerd was a stroke of genius.
Yeah.
And Jack Black playing the teenage Instagram princess was just the funniest part of the movie.
Yeah, and Karen Gillan, who is portrayed as this sexy woman and badass and everything, she's actually like this really meek outcast as well, which sort of goes against the way she's shown in the in the film.
But there was a lot of funny moments. I found myself laughing pretty much like constantly. Yeah. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. But there's also a lot of great action. Tell me what you thought about some of the key action scenes.
Yeah, the action, mainly the chase scenes, and that mainly the chase scenes where they're running away from the villains and the animals, and the stampede of the rhinoceros with the helicopter was awesome.
Yeah, to be honest.
There. However, when it came to action scenes with the actual main villain, that was disappointing. It's like you didn't really have a huge climax with it. It was he wasn't really used to full effect.
I understand, you know, it's a video game villain, and you know they're going to be one-dimensional, but just to have this villain as, you know, he was just barely in it, and his motivation was, I want to kill you because reasons that, you know, that made no sense. So it was, you know, a bit of a, it was a bit of a, you know, it stood out for me personally. And as well as that, the only other negative I could find with it was that there wasn't enough animal scenes. You know, the best part about the original was seeing all these animals cause chaos all around, you know, all around the city and stuff like that. And I just wanted to see a little bit more of that. Yeah, we got a rhinoceros stampede and a jaguar motorcycle chase, but I just wanted a little bit more of that.
Yeah, especially when the villain's main ability was controlling animals.
Yeah.
Like they sort of briefly explain that's why the animals are acting up and being so aggressive, but they don't really sort of go through with it. If you know what I mean, they're like they just sort of the animals are angry, be careful. So they just spend the whole movie avoiding animals.
Yeah. So if you were to sum it up in, you know, a few words, what would you say about Jumanji?
I'd say it starts off slowly, but finishes really well. Like you really get attached to the characters. You have, you know, for a remake and sequel, especially nowadays, I think it's top notch when it comes to, you know, being faithful to what the original was. It doesn't actually copy it. It just sort of, you know, gets inspired and improves upon it.
Yeah. So I mean, I just thought it was entertaining. It was full of action. And it made me laugh. So I think it's a perfect way to end the year, really.
Yeah.
You know, the year hasn't been great for movies. We've obviously got a load of good ones, but I thought, you know, for a film I was worried about, I was pleasantly surprised at how much I actually enjoyed it. So my rating, I was going to give Jumanji a 7.5. I'm going to go quite high with it.
Yeah, my personal rating would be 6.5, 7. I'd probably go for 7.
Yeah. Okay. So that is it. So that's our review of Jumanji. You know, let us know in the comments if you've seen it and what did you think of it. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and what else do we want to do? Click that bell. You forgot it. Click that bell notification. And I'll see you in the next video.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. If you feel like we didn't touch upon everything in that review, there is more in-depth review by Josh. In the description below, there'll be a link.
Yeah, so it's Chichester News, and yeah, so there I just chuck out film reviews, and you know, go take a look. And I swear I'm good. You know, I can write really well. This talking part is a lot harder than you think, but you know, just go over to there. See ya.